Existence. Brewing.
No, here's the thing. Backing up a few episodes to when we were talking about the sudden urgency of the UAP issue after 70 years plus of, and by the way, looming invasions, as it would seem, over the U.S. Capitol in the 1950s. Have you seen those pictures? They are real. And they were in skies all over North America, like a deluge of calls daily to the Capitol. What is this? What's going on? Seemed to be less concerned about it then than we actually are now. And yet we only had the Tic Tac to go out. Susan Anton flying her machine out there over the Pacific or wherever it was. Now we've got drones that they're saying are clearly of human construct in the sky, but they're obviously, it's an incursion into airspace. And here's the thing. I think you nailed it. I really do have to bring it home for Michael Elliott. We're going to give him like full round of applause for this one, because your theory on the whole UAP uprising, if we can call it that, at least in the public eye, suddenly from the government, is that it really has very much less to do, if nothing to do at all, with extraterrestrial intelligence or extraterrestrial life. Certain people either know or don't know that it exists. And in this case, it's all irrelevant, because once again, that's back page news to humanity and its gameplay. What they are concerned about, as you said, is the fact that this rogue faction of the military has been operating with trillions of dollars untethered from any wing of oversight in the U.S. government for 6 decades now, probably, or more even. And there are finally people on the upper crust of this that are saying no more, and we have to figure out a way to get this under control. So it is my theory, therefore, based on your theory, that this is absolutely a staged event by that faction. They have decided to produce something that they want to make look like a secret project that's going to scare the hell out of everybody in New Jersey, that's being perpetrated by these underground, dark, deep state militants, and then say, look, we found out what it is. It's these people who are completely off the radar. And guess what, folks? They've been off the radar for decades. And we got to get them under control, so we're going after them. I think this is a part of that plan. And I have to applaud you for basically digging the inroads to that theory first, because I think you're absolutely right. Because when you look at this just from the short start to finish that it already has been over the last week or so, this is ridiculous. This is nonsense. What U.S. government? So we think about the amount of trouble that the United States government goes to scramble aircraft for the most innocuous of reasons. They love to play with their toys. And anytime there's any blip on the radar that would even potentially be something from the other side, or the guys down the, or it's a terrorist, or it's alien, they're scrambling their aircraft. In this case, they could care less about it. They're not putting anything up there. It's been going on for days on end. So there you go. They know about it. They know what it is. And then, of course, here come all of the different people that are standing in front of podiums at microphones saying, well, it's the Iranians and it's a big mothership of drones. What's an Iranian mothership of drones look like, by the way, too? Is it, I've been wanting to know desperately, this one guy that came out and said, it's an Iranian mothership that's off the coast of Atlantic City. And it's just like, so what does that look like, sir? Can we get some schematics on this? Because I'd die to see this. Just what is an Iranian mother? I thought Iran was pretty broke, like, to buy motherships to stash in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, they're in cahoots with China. So anyway, I think you're dead on. I really do.
Well, thank you. And no, I think that, you also look at the amount of county sheriffs that are out there going, well, I want answers. And then you've got the governors saying, well, I want answers. And then you've got the representatives saying, well, I want answers. And everybody's looking at the representatives saying, well, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to be part of the federal government? And you don't even know? Well, it's not extraterrestrials. Well, then what is it? Well, it's not us. Well, is it Iranians? Well, we don't think so. And so then, it goes back to this whole idea of accountability. And it's like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, but the right hand knows that the left hand's involved.
Existence. Brewing.